Pastor Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, my main man, Rickey Smiley and team. How you doing?
Man, blessed this morning, and everybody is blowing Facebook up. They love your word every morning, Pastor Haynes.
Oh, man, I'm honored to share, Doc. Thank you so much. So today I want to talk about, Rick, we have a friend in an unfriendly world. I think, Rick, this can be an unfriendly world. People can be cruel, callous, cutthroat. They will smile at you in your face, all the while trying to take your place, backstabbers. That's from the OJs back in the day. But the bottom line is this is an unfriendly world with people who can be downright mean-spirited, and it shows up in so many ways. Ask the Haitians at the border. They will let you know this is an unfriendly world. You show up on your job and people are stabbing you in the back. It's an unfriendly world, but isn't it good to know in this unfriendly world, we've got a friend who sticks closer than any brother. We've got a BFF in Jesus. I love the song that says, what a friend we have in Jesus. What makes Jesus the best friend forever?
Yes,
He's the best friend forever. Number one, because Jesus is faithful. You see, when others are fickle, Jesus is faithful. Other folk may walk out. That's when he steps in. And when he steps in, he gives you peace. When he steps in, he allows you to be your full self and brings out the best in you when others are trying to bring out the worst in you. He is my BFF because he's faithful. But not only is he faithful, the good news is when I'm hurting, he grants me healing. You see, some folk, when you're hurting, they'll step on you. But Jesus, when you're hurting, he'll pick you up and give you what you need to overcome what it is you're going through. So that's the word of the day. Listen, you want to BFF? I recommend Jesus because he is that kind of friend.
Oh, man. Yes, sir. And I love this song, Pastor Haynes. Hey, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
it's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the front page news is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, Indeed helps you find great hires fast. Indeed is your all-in-one platform for interviewing, screening, and hiring high-quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit. All right, let's take a look at sports. Rock teasing.
Already, my Neezy man. Monday Night Football last night. The Chargers beat the Raiders 28-14. That was a conference battle right there. And let me shout out to the homie Bubba Wallace for winning the Talladega. You know what I'm saying? Becoming the second black driver to win NASCAR Cup race. Wendell Scott was the first back in 1963. Golden State Warrior Andrew Wiggins, he explained why he got the COVID-19 vaccine shot. He felt like he was forced. But at the end of the day, it was either get vaccinated or not play in the NBA. He said that's pretty much what it came down to. So he went on ahead and got that doggone shot. Last but not least, Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer got himself into a little bit of hot water. He apologizes to the Jags fans. He apologizes to his wife and his family after a video of him went viral. The video showed a young woman dancing close to his lap at his restaurant. You know, he didn't come home after the Thursday night game last week and get on the same flight with his team. He went to Columbus, Ohio to see his grandkids. But then he stopped by one of his restaurants that he owns, and I guess some people was wanting to take a picture with him, and some little hot little flang started dancing in front of him, and he didn't push her away. And that video went viral, so you got to be careful what you're doing out there, man. It is what it is. Gary with the T, what's up there, pimpin'?
Hold on. Let's not the front page out right quick.
Okay.
Eva, someone's wrong with Eva Mike. Eva, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, Rick. It's that Tuesday morning delay, but I got your front page news right here. President Biden yesterday called on Republican senators to, quote, get out of the way and let Democrats raise the limit. Not doing so by October the 18th would cause the U.S. to default on its credit and result in an economic meltdown. Republicans are telling Democrats to do it by themselves, but they're also using the filibuster to block the Democrats from doing so. Meanwhile, in very sad news, a DEA special agent was killed yesterday in Tuscany, Arizona, when a passenger opened fire on an Amtrak train as officers were doing a routine inspection for illegal drugs. Another DEA agent and a police officer were wounded. The shooter barricaded himself in the bathroom, where he was later found dead. Meanwhile, social media came to a halt yesterday. A lot of people were in an absolute frenzy after Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp all crashed for several hours worldwide. Facebook said that last night the root cause was a faulty configuration change, and that is working very hard to learn more about what happened. All right, well, Rock T talked about what's going on in NASCAR news. Gary with the T, what's going down?
All right, y'all. Jada Pinkett Smith and Willow Smith. Now, that's mother and daughter, and I know they are close, but, honey, I don't know if they just close or they just talking to get them a good check, honey, and telling all their business. But it's being reported, y'all, that Jada Pinkett Smith and her beautiful daughter, Willow Smith, revealed, y'all, that they both considered surgically enhancing their derrieres. Now, Willow Smith said that she considered getting the tiniest lift, but instead, y'all, got into the gym, honey, to get the same results. Now, Jada Pinkett Smith said, you know, that she told her daughter, she said, honey, don't worry about getting no butt implant or whatever. Just go to the gym, she said, because I could build a butt, honey. You know, they called it a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, but Willow said, you know, she got the tiniest anyway, even though she did go to the gym or what have you and stuff like that. And she said, you know, it was just something that she wanted to do. And she did it, honey. So I'm like, okay, now these girls, they sure talk a lot at this red table, honey. I mean, and I know they're getting paid very well for talking and telling everything, but kudos out to them, and that's a good look for mother and daughter. More mothers and daughters, I guess, need to sit at the table and talk and tell all their business, honey.
Why are you mad, Gary?
Well, it's not so much the idea of mad either, but I'm like, girl, do they tell everything at the red table?
Everything.
I'm like,
at the red table.
Okay. Nah, so
white people, black people, talk much.
Yes, Lord. And did
they tell everything.
They tell everything.
I can't watch it.
I know, so I'm like,
but that's what the show was predicated on, Rick. If you think about it, I mean, they had Jada on there, and it's not like they have other people tell them. They tell their own business. That's what the red table talk is about.
And it
Mama, grandmama, daughter, everybody.
Yeah. Oh.
I know.
Congratulations, Jada. And
somebody going to come out one day and say, you know, I'm living as a man.
You never know. They got close to it already. So, all right. But the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is sweet tea. On the high end, you say sweet tea. And on the low end, you say beautiful amber. That's your color for today. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's 28 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Rock Teasy?
Good morning, my brother. Rock Teasy sitting in for the Briggity Tap, man. This is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. Well, yesterday, Brownstone singer Nikki Gilbert opened up about drama surrounding Kelly Price. Now, Price was reported missing last month. She was later went to TMZ and clarified that she wasn't missing. She was just recovering from COVID-19. Now, during an episode of The Real, Nikki explained that she started being concerned about Kelly when Brownstone was asked to fill in for her on a few concert dates. After not hearing from Kelly, she called Kelly's daughter, and she shared a lot of information with me, causing alarm for me as someone who loved Kelly and, of course, as her friend as well. And unfortunately, her daughter just didn't know what to do next. So she didn't know where to turn to. She felt like there wasn't a lot of people out there that she could trust. And she knew that my organization did advocacy for missing women and girls. She knew that her mother and I had a great relationship. So I referred her to someone and some resources to privately check on her mother, which she did. She continued, I believe her family was genuinely concerned about her. They said nobody else is helping us. She's on the missing persons list. We need to amplify this message. We know this is what you do. Please help us. So Nikki stands by her claim that she did what she thought was right, and she was not clout chasing, just trying to help. Man, that's
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad she's safe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's continue to pray for our homie T-Pain and his family, man. Yesterday, he revealed that his grandmother is hospitalized with COVID-19 after contracting the virus from her nurse. He wrote on Twitter, brother, My 97-year-old grandma is in the hospital all alone with COVID that she got from her nurse. He added, man, what the hell is wrong with these people out here? Please, y'all, just explain. Is it to me? Just help us explain what's going on. Please, please, please. So keep T-Pain and his family in prayer and his beautiful grandmother. Boosie Badass is reportedly being investigated after a shooting at a Legends of the Streets tour after partying late.
Oh, Lord.
Did you hear about this, man? After party leaves one man in critical condition. Let me tell you this, man. Although reports are reporting that there's no validity to him starting the fight, is real scarce right now, but the Baltimore Sun reported that a man was shot at the after party at Club Euphoria, where Boosie was appearing after the concert. The victim's condition is unknown, and it's unclear if he was a patron or a bystander. It also has not been shared what caused the shooting and if anyone in the rapper's entourage was involved. Boosie.
Now, Rock, this is the after party to the show that he was no longer allowed to perform at. So he directed everybody to go to the after party, and then there ended up being a shootout.
Absolutely. So he pretty much...
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got the story right. We started yesterday. I want to make sure I'm following our news.
Yeah, because he pretty much...
Lord have mercy.
He got kicked off the show, and he said, okay, well, if you can kick me off the show, but I'm still coming to Baltimore. I'm coming to the city.
Pull up.
I'm going to be in the after party, so y'all come hang out with me. So...
Yeah.
Like I said, man, we don't know if he had anything to do with this thing or if he was just a bystander, but it is what it is. I'm Rock Teasy, and that is What's Hot. All right? Wake up calls coming up next, man. It's time to do your shout-outs. 8669-RICKEY, 8669-RICKEY. Call us up. Wake up calls. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Today's scripture, we gonna come from Leviticus 28. Do not cut your bodies for the dead. Or put tattoo marks on yourself.
Reverend Hoop and Holler, y'all.
You can put a tattoo, but just stop cutting yourself up. We love you just the way you are. Saw you leaving Sunday school class. Thought you looked familiar. Hey, nigga sugar cane, is that something smell?
Rock.
Noticed that your chest and butt was bigger and your waistline small. I could have sworn that was her, but I ain't for sure. You used to be size 16. Now you a size 8. That's more than a miracle to happen. That dress is fitting tight. That's against God. Something just ain't right. You need to come clean, sister. Been across the border. Don't tell me this is diet and exercise. The devil is a lie. We gon' pray for you. Why you wanna change your body?
Yeah.
Why? Don't BBL your body. BBL stand for Brazilian butt. They couldn't see me in your booty. Got a whole sidewalk up your man. Don't care about no belly. Not at all. We don't care. You don't have to be so thotty. Now you got a brand new behind. Waistline gon' tell me I'm blind. Got your breast pushed up too high.
Come on.
Sitting up by your eyes. It's harder for you to walk in heels. Your calf muscles and legs you can't feel. Out here saying it ain't real. Wait a minute, you done got rid of your belly. Got shots in that lumpy booty. You better not come crying to me.
Hey.
Please say a prayer, pray for me some more. Heaven you might not go, cause the new you God will not know. Never should go. Why you wanna change your body?
Hey. Rock, what you think, Rock?
Don't BBL your body.
Hoop and Holler,
They
baby.
couldn't see me in your booty.
That's it, y'all. Reverend Hoop and Holler.
I gotta hear that part again. You talking about you got a sidewalk going up something.
Right? A whole sidewalk. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Miss Nicole Young, this girl say she ain't gonna sleep until she get her point across and let this man be known that honey, he did her dirty like a dirty dog, honey. Who am I talking about? Dr. Dre, y'all. Dr. Dre, honey, now is being accused, y'all, of having a love child with his mistress, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, violence dealings, honey, with a case involving the alleged mistress, Miss Kelly Anderson, has surfaced. Now, Page 6, y'all, reported that in 2019, court papers defending Anderson and her company, Body Bakery, in a case filed against her in the Superior Court of Los Angeles by a former employee of the tanning salon, Brian Zerb, for wrongful termination. Now, they're saying that Dr. Dre's name came up. Now, he has denied having an affair with Anderson, and they're saying that the court documents claim the owner of the tanning salon, Miss Kelly Anderson, is said to have been in a relationship with the famous rapper Dr. Dre, with whom she had a child, and therefore she required all at-will employees, y'all, to sign a confidentiality agreement that they would not pry into her life and would keep all things that they learned about her private life. Now, they're saying that the court documents say that the plaintiff constantly violated this term of his employment by asking other employees what they knew about Miss Anderson and her child, who she allegedly had with Dr. Dre, and what the nature of the relationship with Dr. Dre. And it went on, and they said it was a big shakedown and what have you and stuff. But I Googled, honey, this girl, Miss Kelly Anderson. She looked like his type, because she looked like his wife. He like those evidently exotic-looking women, honey, look Hispanic-y and what have you, honey. And
you
that's
got to pay for those, huh?
You sure do, baby. These girls like, and then in California too, honey. You got to pay. And honey, she looked just like, honey, something that he might allegedly like. So Miss Nicole ain't sleeping, baby. She said, we gonna get this all down to the nitty-gritty, honey, and stuff.
Oh, Miss Nicole is sleeping fine, honey.
But why are they still in court? They still in court. I mean, when this gonna end? It needs to end. I mean, they've been going for this for years. I mean, she gonna get her, and she need to get her millions or what have you and stuff like that. But it's just,
didn't they settle for something already?
They kind of settled, but that evidently wasn't enough, because evidently Miss Nicole just found out allegedly maybe that he got this love child that never meant to be. But
they have a agreement in place saying that they're officially separated, so they could date whoever they want. I think.
Yeah, they can. They could date whoever they want. But this was previous, honey. So he dated these girls while he was married with Miss Nicole. He got about a couple of them. He got 3 of them. He got her. He got Crystal Rogers, honey, and he got Jillian Spears.
You go out and make some more babies to cut that child support in half. Split it up. Go get you 6 babies, 6 different women pregnant, and then that'll cut up that child support. That be a decrease.
All the trouble she gonna have to go through to try to get a DNA test. All that's like a headache. If she settled and got something, can that be enough for now and then go back or something later?
Mm-hmm. Well, honey, she
should
money.
Be tired of it, because we tired of it.
Okay. So we gonna see, honey. But that love child, how dare he come in her life, honey, and messing with her family? So, but we gonna follow it. But anyway, leave it alone. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Miss Deja Harris, she say, please, y'all, I just want y'all to stop bringing up my daddy and my stepmama, honey, when I post about my mama. Miss Deja Harris took to social media to tell people, stop bringing up T.I. and Tiny whenever she posts about her mom. She said, under a post, honey, about her mom, she wrote, man, she said, why y'all got to bring up my pops and my stepmom every time I post my mom? She said, do those thoughts really need to be tweeted and said out loud? She said, why can't we just enjoy the photos of her without some people bringing my other parents up? She said, just chill. She said, everyone is happy, so it doesn't matter. Then she later added, she said, like, when I post my pops, she said, don't nobody ever mention my mom, so why are they mentioning him plus Tiny under her post? She said, this is just ridiculous. Unquote.
She should block all of them. Just doing it to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's sad.
That's why I just hate it sometimes when fans get to have access.
Yeah.
Because that's what you have to deal with. Everybody's not respectful.
Right.
Well, they definitely not
turn off them comments.
Yeah. And then my final story, y'all, and Brad, don't get up in the tizzy. But people saying, y'all, that Chris Brown is looking like a crackhead now. And y'all saw those pictures, so y'all could sit here and all that. But Ricky, he's just not looking well, honey. I mean, he was with Lizzo the other day behind stage, and he just came out looking frazzled and like he was hyped up and wired
working
up.
Working hard, no sleep, working hard, making songs, making music. Got that song out with her. He got all this other stuff going on. He's on tour. So he might just be working hard. Might just need to take a nap.
Well, he might need to take a nap then, take a good sleep then, because his show just wasn't looking too well.
They don't take naps like we do, Gary.
They sure don't.
They don't know how to sit down somewhere.
Nah, and take your nap, and that nap will last for 2 hours, which is real good, and you wake up revived. So we're going to keep him lifted up in prayer, y'all, because he just wasn't looking his healthiest. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is sweet tea. On the high end, you say sweet tea, and on the low end, you say beautiful amber. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the tea. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get out of 866-9. Rickey, let's go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Steve from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'd like to wake up my wife, all fake Carmelita and Brittany. Get up, don't hit that snooze. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
This is Carmen from Fort Pierce. I want to say Mr. County Transportation to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, this is Rob from RVA. Tell my wife, Devon, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, I want to send a wake-up call to all my Baltimore family and friends. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Lake County, Houston, Florida, we out here. Everybody have a good week. Love y'all. Stuffed up.
Wake up to my baby girl, Xavier. Renika from North Carolina saying, wake up, wake up, wake up to my baby girl, Xavier. Wake up in the STL, the Louvre, the Show Me Stay. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
In Norfolk, wake up.
Come on.
In Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Hey, Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brian.
You welcome, Rickey.
Hey, man, thank y'all for hitting us up, man, for those wake-up calls. That is just absolutely awesome, man. We got the one and only, man. Listen. Hey, Rock.
Sir.
Man.
Come on, dog.
I was with some gang members last night, and we did a pray-by, and this is what we was playing in the car. Hey, Pastor Mike Jr. Hey, Pastor Jr.
Yeah, the thugs get hype off this one.
Man, hey, Pastor Mike, we was out gang bang. We were trying to save people, but we was doing it in the gang style. We was doing pray-bys last night.
Hey, this that gospel music for the streets.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It was me, Pastor Kevin Bryant. You know, we was driving around, man, and we saw some folks, and they were standing outside of the church, man. We did a pray by, but we was playing this in the background.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. Man, I love that song, man. Got it. That's right, man. It was on Billboard for 10 weeks straight. Y'all please welcome Pastor Mike Jr.
Pastor Mike!
Everybody, thank you so much for having me.
Man, we so excited to have, man. But first of all, you the homeboy from the crib.
That's right. Birmingham, stand up.
Hey, now this has been such an incredible year for you, and you were new Artist of the Year in 2020 at the Stellar Awards, and now Artist of the Year this year. How does all that feel?
Man, it's incredible, man. I think it's proof that if you just stay faithful and do what you do, God's gonna reward you, man. And having people like you from my city, because you know, so many times they tell you, man, what good can come from Birmingham, but you live in proof that if you just keep working hard and trust God, them doors are open, man. So I'm excited to rep the city, and I pray that we can continue to bless a lot of lives.
Yes. Now, you recently released a new album, I Got Singles Ministry, for the single people out there. Now, what would you say to them to stay encouraged?
I would tell them, man, don't marry potential, marry reality. So many people fall in love with what someone can be that they end up miserable because they never become it. So for me, I would tell them, love God, love your life, but also know exactly what you want. So you don't have to be mad about what you get if you pick what you want.
Uh-oh.
Come on now.
Come on, Pastor Mike Jr. Now, I'm curious, man, why is the single culture so important to you? Like, we talk a lot about couples and, you know, black love and so on and so. Why are you specifically focused on the single culture?
Because that's the most overlooked demographic to me on the planet right now. Everybody's chasing relationships. Everybody wants to be in love. And we're creating this narrative. We need to normalize that I can be successful by myself. You know, most ladies are taught from the moment they were born that they have to wait on a knight in shining armor only to discover they meet fools in tinfoil. You got to be at a place now to know, hey, I'm complete as myself. If nobody ever comes, I'm going to be all right, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, and the 2022 World Games are coming up, and you were actually selected to be the ambassador. What a huge honor. Congratulations. And what will you be doing? And then the next question is, what is next on the horizon for Pastor Mike Jr.?
Man, the 2022 World Games is coming to Birmingham, Alabama. I'm excited about that, man. The entire world will be converging on Birmingham, man, this upcoming summer. I'm excited about that. I'll be with Boosie Collins. I'll be with Yolanda Adams and so many more doing the opening and closing ceremony. So, man, you know, man, we're going to do it big, and we're just going to stay focused and keep doing what we do.
Man, I thought you said Lil Boots. I said, Pastor Mike, you going too far. I'm going to say, Pastor Mike Jr., you going? Don't do that. Hey. So the Qs can't get no. You don't want to shout out the real 1911 this morning?
Oh no, man, we gonna show love to all the noops, man. I know Rick and Q, man, but we gonna show love to all the noops. God bless you, man. Right year, wrong month.
He sound like a noob. Rick, he sound like a noob. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to shout out to the noob.
Hey, Rick, my whole voice changed. I was a preacher 3 seconds ago. God bless you, all the noob. Yeah, we want to shout out all the noobs.
Hey, man, we look at, actually, this is my neighbor. I wish he turned his porch light off sometime, man. He live right. I live right behind him. When he moved, I moved right behind him just so I can harass him. Man, I absolutely love you, man, and proud of you, man. And it always make me feel good to see somebody, represent the ham. Congratulations on everything again. Make sure you check out his new album, I Got Singles Ministry. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all let everybody know how they can follow you.
Man, everybody, do me a favor. Follow me at Pastor Mike Jr. And if you're going through anything, just know that God had your back. There was a man on the 10th floor of a building. He looked out and the whole building was on fire. They told him to jump. That man died in the fire because he was afraid of the problem, which is the fire, and jumping, which is the solution. In 2021, this is your season to jump. Follow me on Instagram at Pastor Mike Jr.
Oh, wow. Brett, you hear that?
Man. I heard that. I was about to say crisscross to make you jump.
No, that was.
No, I know that
was
incredible.
Woo.
Did you see him? He performed at Praise in the Park. He lit the stage on fire.
I know he did.
For the first time, and he killed it. Just the little dance moves and stuff. I was in the audience dancing like, wait a minute, now this is a gospel song. I got it.
Hey, man, love you, Pastor Mike Jr. Congratulations on everything. And John Lion Chicken and Waffle Mix coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hello.
Yo, Sally, man, you always big up.
What?
I'm getting tired of it. You always getting him big up.
Who, John Lion? He come to work every day. Come to work every day.
You always gassing him up like he be doing something. Like, man, he ain't doing that.
Well, he played the mix. He played the mix every morning. And he, as a matter of fact, John Lane always get here before anybody. He always comes early.
You know what I'm doing, so you know what I've been working on. I'm finna make both.
What an excuse why you not coming to work? Why you not coming to work?
You should answer your phone last night. I've been trying to call you today.
Because I turned my phone off because I'm going to bed at night so I could get up early in the morning. The show start at 5 a.m.
And you gonna miss out.
I'm gonna miss out on what?
On your blessing. Because I done put the concert together with the name on it. Rickey Smiley.
Well, your phone going in and out, Bledsoe. Did you pay your bill?
Yeah, I paid my bill. Look, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you say you put a concert together with my name on it. What you mean?
Yeah, Rickey Smiley present Charlie Wilson. We're gonna do it at the State Farm in Atlanta. It's going down this weekend. So I done already sold 22,000 tickets.
You can't do that. I'm on the Martin tour. We in Memphis Friday and in Biloxi Saturday.
Cuz, calm down. You ain't got to be there, cuz. This just about getting the money. Cause look what I did. So
you can't do that because I'm at the Cobb on the 23rd of October in Atlanta.
Listen, I pressed up the ticket, said Charlie Wilson 5, but I tell them folks, and my uncle.
Wait a minute. From your phone going on, you said you printed up the tickets and what?
It ain't that Charlie Wilson what you talking about. It's another dude named Wilson. But we finna get that money. And a little bitty writing at the bottom of the ticket, they said, I ain't say it with that Charlie Wilson. So they can't see me.
And how many tickets you done sold?
22,000.
But why you had to put Rickey Smiley Presents on there?
So they'll believe it. They ain't gonna believe it if they say Black Tony Present. So look, shoot you cut. I'm gonna give you 10%, and then I'm gonna give you.
No, bro, they gonna take. No, you can't do that. They gonna take us to court.
Child, they can't take us to court because I got little bitty letters on the bottom of the ticket. I ain't Charlie Wills.
You working that system, boy.
No, you can't do that, Black Tony. I ain't doing it, man. Take my name off those tickets.
I already did.
So you're not coming to work today? You're not coming to work today where we can talk about it? Hello?
Yep.
No.
You're not coming to work?
No, I'm trying to get custody. I got to get everything. I got to work on it. Bye, man.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
May be angry with Anderson Cooper. I'm gonna tell y'all why next.
Stop. Wait.
Yes, baby, that's church, honey.
Oh, them background singers, boy.
Man, if y'all don't take Said Delaney phone, comedian Said Delaney, somebody need to go take his phone crack. It was you in the same. It was you, Brett, singing background.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea. I'm sorry, 8 after the hour. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. They're saying there's a lot of African-American people are angry with what Anderson Cooper had to say, honey, recently. And people, some people saying they agree with him. Some people saying agree with the black people. But anyway, it's being reported, y'all, that Anderson Cooper from CNN, y'all, who earns a reported $12 million a year, honey, from CNN alone, said that he won't leave his son an inheritance, honey. Now, they're saying Anderson Cooper said in a new interview that he would not be leaving a pot of gold for his son. He said, I don't believe in passing on huge amounts of money. He said this reason. He said, now, we all know who his mama was. His mom was Gloria Vanderbilt, was born into one of America's wealthiest families. Now, they're saying that Anderson Cooper said recently that he would not be leaving an inheritance for his wonderful son, which he only has one son. He said now his son was born in surrogacy, via surrogacy last year, and is the only child of him and his ex-boyfriend Benjamin Hassani. Now, they're saying that Mr. Cooper appeared on a morning meeting podcast recently, and he talked about his new book about his ancestors, Vanderbilt, the rise and fall of an American dynasty. Now, his mama, Miss Gloria Vanderbilt, was born into one of America's wealthiest families, as I said, and they said she was the great-great-granddaughter of Cornelius Vanderbilt, who made a fortune from building railroads and all this other stuff, and they're saying that she was born with a trust fund that was equivalent to $35 million today or whatever. Then she built her fashion empire that earned her only $100 million annually. Now, They said when asked about whether Cooper would leave an inheritance for his own son after researching his family history, the CNN anchor said, I don't believe in passing on huge amounts of money. I don't know what I'll have. He said, and I'm not interested in money, but I don't intend to have some sort of pot of gold for my son. He said, I'll go with what his parents said, and they said, quote, college will be paid for, and then you got to get it on your own. And a lot of people saying, oh, my God, how could he say that about his own child?
That's right.
And he's rich and stuff like that. You know, black folks don't believe in that. We believe in passing on money and stuff like that. He said, but he is not giving him nothing.
Some of the kids will kill you so they can get to the money quicker.
Yeah, if they know they're going to get it from you, yeah, they sure will and stuff. Or what
You better watch the ID channel. They tell it all.
Okay. Yes. So, I mean, so it's interesting. I mean, with him being rich, I mean, you, Ricky, Eva, Brad, y'all got money. Would y'all not leave money to y'all children?
So the way I have mine set up is whatever my kids make, I will match it at the end of the year. Match that. That's what they make, starting when they turn 30.
30. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to me and my kids, like, I mean, I'm not doing what Ricky's doing because Ricky got big, thick money. But when it comes to my kids, the way I look at it is I have a trust set up for them. I have a college fund set up for them. And I do believe in generational wealth. But what I think Anderson is talking about is creating some sense of entitlement with your children that, you know, just because I'm this person's child, this is how much money I'm getting, and not really setting out into the world to be somebody.
That's
and I think
right.
that's more so the lesson versus not giving money. He's not stingy.
Yeah, that's what he said. You know, and that's
because they have a sense of entitlement. They know they're going to get it. They're not going to work hard.
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
That's what he said. So, Brad, I mean, are you going to leave your dogs anything, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Carrie, you play too much.
No, she got dogs. She got about 6 dogs.
I do love my dogs, but I also have family, Gary.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I have family.
If you leave the damn dog, that damn Jeep, and I've been asking you for that, I'll never speak to you again.
You're so crazy.
You know I wanted that damn Jeep. That damn dog can't drive no Jeep. I saw that wheel. I saw you riding that wheel.
Yeah.
Don't put that in there.
All right, y'all. Moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. They're saying that Kelly Clarkson awarded. She got her Montana ranch, y'all, that her ex-husband was living in. Now they're saying Kelly, you know, the ex-husband had wanted that ranch, and he felt that it was marital property when he and Miss Kelly Clarkson married. But they said the judge told him, she bought that ranch before you. But he said he was going to school to learn how to be a rancher and what have you and stuff like that. But the judge still took that ranch.
How to be a rancher?
Yes, he took that ranch from him and gave it back to Kelly, y'all. And that's kind of, you know.
I mean, she bought it and she pays for it monthly. So why should he get it? She's also paying him money, and he getting money already from her per month. This is another one of them.
Yeah, so let's just.
He need to get a job.
Yeah, but you remember the Brad. Now they say too, you got to keep a person the way you got them custom. Now I met you, honey, and got you accustomed to living a certain lifestyle. I need to continue living that lifestyle, so you need to continue paying me.
And I helped you, but you ain't finna collect the whole bag or almost the whole thing. Like people get out of control with it. You should get a job too, and maybe save that or something, and build your own money, get your own.
Hey, Rocky.
Yep.
What do you call a rancher that smile all the time?
What do you call it?
A Jolly Rancher.
And the color today is sweet tea. On the high end, you say sweet tea. On the low, just say amber. That's your color.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You should have gave that on the rock tea.
I'll be here all week. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley. What is that, Brad? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is the first Tuesday in October, which is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It is also Talk It Out Tuesday here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So it is the perfect time to have a conversation about domestic violence. And joining us this morning is an expert on the subject. She is the author of the book Love Taps, Love TAPS, Red Flags of an Abuser and How to Get Out. Please help me welcome licensed therapist and Howard University alum C. Anderson. Y'all give it up. Show your love. Hey, C, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning and greetings. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's start off by sharing your story as a survivor of sexual assault.
So I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and teen dating violence. I was molested around the age of 5, and that went on for some time. And then later on in life, I got connected with a dating partner who was both physically and emotionally abusive.
Wow. Can you talk about how sexual assault can affect your dating life later or even your married life and the different steps that you can take to heal?
Certainly. So with victimization, particularly early on in your life, it opens you up and makes you more susceptible to abuse later on in life, right? So a lot of victims grow up and they mature in a way that they believe that they, 1, deserve it, 2, the low self-esteem, the shame, and the guilt that comes with it. And then also predatory people, abusive people, toxic people can literally sniff out those who will be more accepting of abusive situations. And so the healing comes in when you realize that, 1, you are worthy simply because you were born and you exist, and you start to do the work to get yourself to a place where you honor yourself first before anybody else.
And that is so important, because when you speak of self-esteem, that makes me think, like, can you talk about why it's so hard for women to leave an abusive partner? Or if they leave, they always go back?
Absolutely. So on average, a woman leaving an abusive partner will go back about 7 times, okay? And people think, oh, well, if somebody hit me, I'm gone. But that's not how abuse happens. It is a process by which you end up in that situation. So some people stay because of embarrassment, shame. The abuser blames them for what they do. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't hit you. So they stay because they believe that they can fix it. Also, there's barriers, right? So maybe they're financially abused. They don't have access to money. They've been isolated, so they don't have a support system like family and friends to be able to have anywhere to go once they leave. And then also, leaving an abusive situation, it's 4 times lethal, the risk of lethality, the risk of dying when you leave the relationship in any other time. So these are some of the reasons why people don't leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how can our family and friends help somebody who is in a abusive relationship but won't admit it, and speak to somebody, and also speak to someone who is listening right now who is in an abusive relationship?
So the thing that I tell support members, those are family, friends, colleagues at work, usually people will notice signs. They're not hanging out with them as much. They can't talk on the phone as much. They may see bruises. And men can also be victims as well, so pay attention to that. But I tell people, if you want to support someone, tell them that whenever you are ready, I am here to listen. The last thing that they need is judgment. The last thing that they need to hear is, girl, you should just leave, or why you let him treat you like that? It is a very complicated and layered situation that first starts in the mind. So if you want to support someone, let them know that when you are ready, I am here. This is a safe space. You can trust me. And I guarantee you they are more likely to open up to you when it's time.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let everybody know, how they can get more information and how they can follow you. And thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Sure. So the National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE. The National Center for Victims of Crime is 1-855-4-VICTIM. You can follow me at C. Anderson, C.E. Anderson Live, IG, Facebook. My website is the same as well, candersonlive.com. You can get in contact with me that way. And I want victims, both male, female, LGBTQ, to know that you have the right to be respected. You have the power to say yes or no to anything, and you have the ability to change your life.
Yeah, make sure y'all call, and do not sit there. You don't have to sit there and suffer, and at least start the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for licensed therapist C.E. Anderson. And if you are someone you know needs a resource, Pick up a copy of her book, Love Taps, Red Flags of an Abuser and How to Get Out. And if you are in an abusive situation and need help, the National Domestic Violence Hotline number is 800-799-SAFE. That's 800-799-SAFE. Hey, CC, thank you so much. CC Anderson, y'all.
Thank you.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
What up, Rick? What up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Man, we blessed and highly favored, man. Happy to have you this morning.
Man, good to be here. Brother, listen, many of you know by now that a 37-year-old by the name of Haugen, yes, her name is Frances Haugen, took Facebook to the mat this week. And really, Rick, are you surprised by any of this? Any of it?
No.
I'm not either.
Not at all.
I mean, it's kind of like, listen, they exist to make money, and they exist to make a lot of money. And we know that hate makes more money than love. And so if you can scare people, if you can make people afraid of somebody, if you can rile people up to attack somebody, then that creates more clicks than helping somebody love somebody. And so I think Facebook is disingenuous, and I love the fact that she was really clear, and the quotes she gave were fantastic. She said, the thing I saw at Facebook over and over again was there were conflicts of interest between what was good for the public and what was good for Facebook. And Facebook over and over again chose to optimize for its own interests, like making more money. And like that doesn't surprise me in a capitalist system. I think where it's disingenuous is just where Facebook essentially lied about their commitment to reducing hate speech and protecting the public. So, the thing about it is, listen, just be honest about the fact that you are going to crack down on folks that do things illegal. You're going to crack down on folks that do things that are, in support of drug trafficking or sex trafficking or whatever. But listen, you don't care if people hate people because it pays you money. And so it'll be interesting to see how this pans out for Facebook. I think as Congress begins to get more involved. But listen, I'm not surprised by any of this. What I'm also encouraged by, but not surprised by, is many of you know the name Henrietta Lacks. She is the woman whose, when she had cervical cancer, her cells were taken in 1951. And those cells were used to discover everything from the vaccine for polio to all kinds of medical advancements. And her family, Rick, is suing a biotech company for their non-consensual use of her cells. And we realize that there are company upon company upon company that are using HeLa cells, which are Henrietta Lacks cells. But there is supposed to be acknowledgement or at least notification to the family. And they are now, this company has made, I think, 9 products using these HeLa cells. And the family is saying, listen, not only did you not get permission, but we want you to now create a fund that goes to the estate of Henrietta Lacks. I mean, when you think about how this woman's cells have literally been the greatest gift to modern medicine by way of the creation of drugs and cures, this family not only deserves a lot, but her name should be on so many places within medical schools, so that proper acknowledgement goes to a woman who was used, who was never given, never asked for consent for taking her cells, and who was never reported they were using these cells to create all these medical advances. And so I hope not only the family gets what they need here, but I hope Johns Hopkins continues to be more aggressive in ensuring that this family and this estate gets their just due. Last but not least, Rick, there's something really interesting happened. I don't know if you saw the trailer for Macbeth with Denzel Washington.
I have.
But man, it's insane. But since this trailer has come out, since the announcement of this movie, there have been 2 white women in the last 2 weeks that have come at Denzel saying that they felt shaken by him. And
Katie Curry?
In some ways, yeah, bruh. You saw that?
But shaken how, though?
It was really ridiculous to me. I mean, it was I think anybody that has paid attention to Denzel interviews know you can't half step with him. And he felt like she was asking him a question that didn't make sense, and he was challenging her on it. And he was saying that he didn't categorize himself within the context of how she categorized him. And then she brought this up in a recent podcast, saying that she felt shaken by him, that she was a fan of his, that she loved his, but that he came for her. And so, listen, bruh. In the words of Macbeth, fair is foul and foul is fair.
Right.
It also said, look at the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. And it's ridiculous to me that how convenient it is that in some way, shape, or form, Denzel is now ripe for being attacked by white women who in some way, shape, or form felt uncomfortable, but it seemed like they were making a mountain out of a molehill. They weren't accusing him of something illegal or accusing him of sexual anything. It literally was, this black man was too strong for me.
Right.
And that's that BS right there. So, listen, Denzel, I don't think doesn't need me to defend him.
Did you see that comment about Sage Steele from ESPN? Did you?
No, I didn't.
Make sure you check that out when you get a chance. I love Jamil Hill. We got to have her on the show. She be getting people together.
Yeah. No, she's always fantastic.
Absolutely.
But listen, stand down. Stand down, Karen. Stand down.
All right.
Listen, y'all. Hit me at Men Thrive on all social media. Y'all have a fantastic Tuesday, man. I'll catch y'all on Thursday.
Man, that's Jeff Johnson, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Whoa, what y'all know about that man doing the Vote EU featuring Teddy Bear? Oh, man. Boy, if I don't remind you of Mission College.
Man.
What y'all know about Mission College?
I don't know what that is. It just sounds fun.
Nothing.
Come on, that's the movie School Days.
Yeah, I remember School Days.
Okay.
School Days
Yeah.
is at Clark Atlanta, but
No. That's what they filmed it at Clark Atlanta, but the school was Mission College.
You are correct, Ricky.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, anybody? I mean, what HBC? I swear, if you ain't had a party till you done been to a HBCU party and watching them girls with them Gloria Vanderbilt and Chick Jean.
Come on, baby.
Doing the butt.
Man,
say what?
if you got a boring party going on and you at an HBCU party, put this song on, it guarantees get everybody out their chairs. Instantly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Alpha. Go ahead.
The best HBCU parties, I gotta say, because we all went to HBCUs. We rep our HBCUs. You got FAMU, you got Clark Atlanta, but there was nothing like when you got all the schools together, Rick. If it was Bayou Classics, if it was Battle of the Bands, if it was the AUC where you got Morehouse, Morris Brown, Clark Atlanta, Spelman, when everybody's out there, then you throw the record on, baby. That yard goes hard.
That's one of the best homecomings I ever attended. Morehouse and Spelman and Clark and everybody was there. I went there, had the time of my life, man. The queues was just... The bros were just being bros. It was like, come on, man, let's get something to eat. Wasn't nobody sweating you about nothing.
Yeah.
That was a whole lot of fun, man. If you really want to have a good time at Grambling, have some live-ass parties.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to all the Gamma bros, man. I went down there. I kicked it down there at Grambling, one homecoming, Grambling versus, I don't know who they played, but that was my first time going to the stadium down there. That was
the
a
Bayou
whole
Classics?
Oh, yeah, the Bayou Classic, always fun. Always fun. Grambling versus Southern.
Yes.
You ain't been Fam versus Bethune.
Come on now.
That's a real classic right there.
A lot of people be sleeping on Bethune-Cookman now.
Yeah.
Bethune, go.
Yeah. And then, of course, you got the Magic City Classic, Alabama State, Alabama A&M. And it just all of the homecomings, all the Stillman College, just Miles College, just South Carolina State, Savannah State
Hampton.
University. Absolutely. All the Tennessee State.
Come on, Rick.
Yes, sir.
Battle of the HUs, Howard and Hampton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to that one before,
yes,
Ron.
Sir.
That was a whole lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all of the bros in the Alpha chapter, man. The Mother Pearl. Hey, man. We're going to be doing these songs that stay in your head all day. We're going to be doing that all week, man. HBCU party favorites, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
I got pregnant by my boo. I got knocked up by my boo. And I wound up out the window. But I'm pregnant by my boo.
Hey.
I got knocked up by my boo. I got pregnant by my boo. I'm pregnant by my boo.
Hey.
I got knocked up by my boo. That's my song.
Kiki, that's your jam right there. Why you like that song so much, Kiki?
Huh?
Why you like that song so much?
Because it remind me when I got pregnant by this dude. I got pregnant by this dude. I swear it's
Kiki, do Fat Tasha like that song?
Yeah, but she said it make her tired. Breathe, Fat Tasha.
I'm here breathing, God.
Fat Tasha, what that song mean to you? Why you like that song so much? Because y'all the one actually called up and requested the song.
Because it reminds me when I used to go to the bus stop and walk. Right. And the first song came on when I got my PT Cruiser. So,
and where y'all driving this morning, Fat Tasha?
I just dropped Kiki kids off to school.
Where's we going?
Just riding around. We got a full tank. So, let's ride.
Okay, girls. Let's just ride this.
Hey, Fat Tasha, we got to do Kiki's top 3, but let everybody know if they need a ride, Fat Tasha.
Okay. If you're listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show and you need a ride, Andre!
You is a mess.
Kiki, you be nice to Fat Tasha. Because if it wasn't for Fat Tasha, you would not get from point A to point B. So we got ways that you can stop people from stealing from you. Three ways you can stop people from stealing from you. And what's number 3, Kiki?
Number 3 is hide your money inside a utility bill envelope. Watch. They ain't gonna look in there. Who wants to look in no bills or bills? Right. You don't want to look in, open up no bills. So put your money in there. Yeah. Right. You gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna pick up a utility bill unless they getting ready to pay it, and it's hard to find somebody that's gonna pay a bill.
I know that's right.
What's number 2, Kiki?
Number 2, every chance you get, ask to borrow some money. Trust, you just keep asking every chance you get, ask everybody. Now, I do it all the time. I'm Miss Poverty Stricken. I'm poverty stricken around here.
In one way, in the number one way you can stop people from stealing from you.
Yeah, when they come over your house, especially them people you know steal, tell them keep clapping their hands. Because if you hear them stop clapping, God damn it, you stop clapping. That means you stealing. Keep clapping. Right. Give me a round of applause. Give me a standing up. Stop stealing.
Gary, you heard that?
Oh, yes, baby, and I love it, honey.
Keep clapping.
Yes,
Gary, didn't one of your sorority brothers had y'all clapping one time?
Yes, honey. That was Miss Byron, honey. I keep clapping, girl. We know y'all. So we kept clapping, honey. You know, Rickey the Sissy, I know you by your work, girl, so keep clapping.
That you did.
Nobody steals from you, Fat Tasha.
You steal every chance you get.
What?
You stole my scrunchie.
It's in your middle console.
Well, I don't see it.
Because your aunt, Rickey, Fat Tasha, she can't move her arm. It's blocking the middle console. Talking about I stole her scrunchie. Move your arm.
I can't.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
My name is Kamila, and I am a creative student at FAMU. My art is a celebration of Black women and the vibrancy that naturally surrounds us. As an artist, I want to be known for shining a light on what is often overlooked as beauty. Being one of Target's HBCU Design Challenge winners, I hope my design gives people the opportunity to see themselves reflected in something beautiful. I can't wait for the world to see what Target and I have been working on together. Celebrate your legacy. Invest in the future. Together, we are Black Beyond Measure. Visit Target.com/Black Beyond Measure to learn more.
Lisa, what are you doing here?
Mom, I was supposed to pick you up to go shopping, remember?
I don't remember.
You're forgetting a lot lately.
Worsening memory issues like forgetting appointments or difficulty finding words could be symptoms of mild cognitive impairment, or MCI, the earliest clinical stage of Alzheimer's. If you or someone you love show symptoms of MCI, talk to a doctor and consider asking about cognitive screening. You can also learn more about MCI and its most common cause at itstimeweknow.com by Biogen and Eisai.
Brighten your skin back up with Olay Regenerous Vitamin C Moisturizer. This dermatologist-tested moisturizer will improve the look of uneven tone and texture, making your skin look even brighter. Look for that beautiful orange jar at retailers nationwide or at Olay.com. At Olay.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour, y'all. The front page news is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right, Indeed helps find great hires fast. Indeed is your all-in-one platform for interviewing, screening, and hiring high-quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit. All right, got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here at the quick look at your front page news. So the U.S. could be facing an economic meltdown if the debt ceiling is not suspended or lifted by October the 18th. Now, Republicans are telling Democrats to get the measure passed by themselves, but at the same time, they have blocked any attempts to do so. So President Biden has called Republicans' efforts hypocritical, dangerous, and disgraceful. Now, in COVID news, there could soon be a pill to fight COVID-19. Drug makers Merck and Ridgeback, Biotherapeutics says that their pill can reduce the risk of hospitalization and deaths by 50%. They will seek emergency authorization from the FDA very soon. Meanwhile, more than 3.5 billion people around the world use Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, but they could use it yesterday. The apps were down for almost 6 hours. Facebook says that they're still trying to...
Took my whole damn phone apart. I went in the phone.
Ricky, did you reconfigure everything?
Tweezers and put the whole phone in some peroxide. I don't know what the hell.
It had rice, everything. Well, it wasn't you. It was the 3.5 billion other people around the world that also use it. It was down for 6 hours, and Facebook is still trying to figure out exactly what happened. Don't worry, we will update you as we figure it out. Now, in other news, California Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency yesterday in response to the oil spill that has now covered parts of the southern coast. Meanwhile, in what is being called Pandora's Papers, a new expose reveals how dozens of world leaders are hiding billions of dollars in secret accounts right here in the U.S. And last but not least, in case you stopped tracking, we have not. The number is 19. That is 19 states that have passed new laws this year to make it harder to vote. That's according to an update analysis by the Brennan Center for Justice. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Brock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Alrighty, man. Let's start off talking about Golden State Warrior Andrew Wiggins. He explained why he got the COVID-19 vaccine. He felt like he was forced, but at the end of the day, it was either get the vaccine or not play in the NBA. So he said, go on, give me that shot, player. Shout out to NBA legend Allen Iverson, man. He teamed up with former NBA great Al Harrington to launch a cannabis line called 96. Now, he said he chose 96 as the name because that was the year he was drafted in the NBA. But he should have called it The Answer. That's his nickname. And, you know, if you're going through some situations, guess what? The Allen Iverson line could be the answer for you. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer got himself into a little bit of hot water. He apologizes to the Jags fans and his family after a video of him went viral. Now, the video showed a young woman dancing close to his lap at his restaurant that he was checking in on his staff and his people. He's out there hanging out, and they wanted to take a picture with him. So the young lady started dancing in front of him, and his hands was kind of moving a little bit on the alleged girl. So he just said, I apologize for that, man. You got to be careful. Take the picture and keep it moving. It is what it is. Last but not least, shout out to Bubba Wallace, man, for winning the Talladega. He becomes the second black driver to win NASCAR Cup race. Wendell Scott was the first black to do it in 1963. So Bubba Wallace, big ups to you, big dog. It is what it is. That's what I got for sports. Brad got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 29 before the top of the hour, time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Yesterday was an old bad day for Mark Zuckerberg, and it all started Sunday night when the former employee named Frances Haugen did an interview with 60 Minutes exposing all kinds of intentional corruption at Facebook, including the fact that Facebook intentionally prioritizes incendiary content because they make more money that way. Also, they knew Instagram was increasing suicidal thoughts and eating disorders among young girls and really didn't do anything about it. She is testifying before Congress today. Then yesterday about 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger all went down and didn't return to the morning. Now by 4 o'clock, they had lost nearly $60 million in revenue, about $13 million per hour, or $222,000 per minute. And Zuckerberg saw his personal net worth decrease by about $7 billion. Damn. Man, it is not clear because the outage, y'all, but it appears to have been a problem with the domain name system. Now, Boosie Badass had to chime in. He called out Mark Zuckerberg, in the past for banning his Instagram page. Well, he tweeted yesterday, God don't like ugly. Hashtag blessed. They took my Instagram and then everything got shut down. Hashtag God's hashtag anointed. Then Snoop tweeted, IG down. Roll one up and be productive. Offset wrote, damn, I just noticed I'm addicted to Instagram. And then Questlove wrote, see how much work we getting done? Wow. And Soulja Boy said, what y'all gonna do if Twitter go down next? Lord have mercy. Did that affect y'all at all yesterday?
Women did what?
The Instagram and Facebook, that stuff went out for a minute. Did all that affect anybody yesterday?
Yeah, messed Ricky up. Ricky almost disconnected his phone.
I'm talking about, I was about headed down there. I thought something was wrong with my phone. I was like, man, couldn't down, and then, because I was trying, I download a couple of things that wouldn't let me download nothing.
Yeah, I was having that same problem. I kept turning my phone on and off too. Like, what's going on Instagram?
Refreshing and everything.
Yep, everything. Well, last but not least, real quick, y'all, it seems the things behind the scene of the Tamron Hall show are not all good. The executive producer of the Tamron Hall show, Candy Carter, has recently quit amid allegations that Tamron Hall is creating a toxic work environment. A source said Candy was done with Tamron, so done that she requested that ABC take her off the show. The environment that Tamron has created on her show is toxic, and it's literally bleeding staff. She said Tamron didn't like that Candy tried to steer the ship and had ideas that clashed with hers because Tamron believes the only opinion that matters is her opinion. Now, Candy Carter should reportedly stay with ABC. Some speculate that she'll work on a new show coming up to the network, while others think she'll return to her former role as an EP for The View. Now, Candy came up with Oprah Winfrey and steered The View in the right direction when it is all a free fall, and she knows what she's doing. Staff are listening to Candy.
Yeah, that's the thing about that is, man, sometimes, man, when you're a talent or whatever, you're a talent, and what I do on this show, I just bring ideas to the producers and let them produce them.
And
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do it with Kim and Euro and Beyonce. I don't do that. I'm just a talent and let them put it together. So when they put it together or whatever, it's done the right way and you can execute. I'm talking about they even make your ideas better, so you have to have respect for producers because they will set you up the right way and do it for you the right way and set you up to win, but it's hard to be the talent and producer because if you're producing, you can't be funny and be talented. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they make our jobs, even on Dish Nation, we don't have time to Google and do research on all those stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we execute them when we get them. They're just me,
I know that's right. Well, coming up next, y'all, we got Talk It Out Tuesday, and we got the Praise Mix down. The time now is 24 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Unetta Spring.
All right, y'all, let's Talk It Out Tuesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all help me welcome our expert. That's right, therapy expert, licensed professional counselor Unetta Spring. Good morning, Unetta. So happy to have.
Good morning, Rickey.
Happy to have you this morning, and it is the first Tuesday of the month, so that means that you have a new theme for October, which is Emotional Wellness Month.
Yes. October is Emotional Wellness Month, and this week in particular is Mental Illness Awareness Week. This month, we are going to be taking a good look at our emotional wellness and exploring how we navigate our emotions just to ensure that we are doing it well. Okay, so first I want to define emotions. So an emotion is a conscious mental reaction experienced, as a strong feeling. So it's usually directed towards a specific person, a place, or a thing. And our emotions are typically accompanied by a physiological and behavioral change in our body. So when we experience an emotion, something shifts and changes in our body, whether we recognize it or not.
Right.
Okay, so emotional wellness is how effectively you are able to navigate these changes. How you navigate your thoughts, how you navigate your emotions, your ability to adapt and cope when life gets challenging. For y'all, do y'all recognize where y'all feel different emotions in your body? Like literally the location of it?
That's Gary.
For me, though, that's part of my bipolarism, as they say, because I could wake up one morning feeling good, and then within 5 minutes, hell, I'm pissed. I'm like, where did this happen?
About
crazy. Yeah. And you know what? That's not just a bipolar thing, Gary. I think it's a lot of people have that happen, and if we don't recognize it, that happens a lot. It's not just you. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because sometimes people think if they have these shifts in emotions, then it automatically means, who is laughing? Who's laughing? No, but it automatically means, that it's associated with, like, I have some sort of mental illness. We don't talk about it. So I'm glad you said that.
And then I could be happy. I want to go shop, and it just come at a spurt. I'm like, but I take my lithium, but it still happens. I'm like, well.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I can relate to it. It's like just because five. Well, I think for me, 5 minutes later, instead of being pissed off, I think it's the butterflies and the anxiety that kind of kick in. Like something is wrong, but you can't really put your finger on it, and it's just such a downer.
Absolutely. There is no such thing as a good or bad emotion. I want to put that out there, because we can be real quick to judge our emotions or judge those physical sensations of butterflies or the, impulse. We could be really quick to judge it, but all emotions are good, right? There is no such thing as good or bad. When I say good, I mean it's good that your body is communicating with you, right? So our emotions are indicators that something else is going on. And when we ignore them, they don't disappear. They don't go away. In actuality, they can become stronger, So I want to have a quick conversation with the people who are unbothered, or ignore their emotions, because numb can be an emotion too, right? So just because you aren't like overly expressing your emotions or in touch with them doesn't mean that you aren't having them. And ignoring our emotions can be problematic. So one thing to remember is the stronger the emotional response, the further back it goes. So if you get real angry, real hurt, real sad, it's likely that emotion is connected to a past experience, and ignoring it will not make it go away. Okay? So I have a quick assignment for y'all this week, just to help you get more, in touch with your emotions. When you feel that shift in your body, that butterflies, or Gary, for you, if you just get, a desire to jump up and go to the mall, notice it, right? Number 1, notice it. Number 2, locate it. Where do you feel it in your body? Number 3, name it. What are you feeling? Are you feeling anxious, afraid? What is the emotion? Name it. Number 3, don't judge it, okay? Don't judge it as good or bad, right or wrong. And number 5, take a moment to breathe through it. So just pausing and breathing and then watching that emotion move. Because our emotions want to move. They just need help, right? And sometimes breathing through it can help that emotion pass through your body.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
And let everybody know if they're looking to find you, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so you can reach me on social media, Springforth Counseling. You can check out if you want to check me out on YouTube, you can follow Yanetta Spring, or you could text the word WELL to 33777 for additional resources.
There it is. Y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only. And of course, now, Talking Out Tuesday is not a replacement for therapy, but it's a start. And if you need somebody to talk to, you can always get more information on Yanetta's website, springforthcounseling.org. Thank you, Yanetta.
One
More
time.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.